Among all the mysterious places in the world, the Sahara Desert is many times ahead of all others. The Sahara Desert has taken many forms over time. The current Sahara, which is the hottest place on earth, millions of years ago, it was Tethys Sea or green, fertile and populated. The result of researches that have been going on for ages have given rise to a tangle of mysteries. In today's episode of Progga, we will know about Sahara Desert. The word Sahara comes from the Arabic word as-Sahara, meaning the Great Desert. It is the largest hot desert in the world and the third largest in the world after Antarctica and the Arctic, with an area of 9.2 million square kilometers or 3.6 billion square miles. The Sahara is the world's largest hot desert located in Africa. It covers about one-third of the Africa continent. It is located across a total of 11 countries in North Africa, including Algeria, Chad, Egypt, and Libya. The Sahara Desert covers 31% of North Africa. In terms of area, that is about 3.6 million square miles. And if you add the area that gets 250 millimeters of rainfall per year, that comes to 4.2 million square miles, which is almost the size of the United States. The temperature here is very high due to the lack of vegetation and low rainfall. The average annual rainfall does not exceed 3 inches. It is very hot during the day and very cold at night. Sometimes, snow can be seen accumulating on the mountain peaks. Temperature fluctuates between 10 to 43 degrees Celsius during winter and summer. Al-Azizia in Libya is the hottest place on earth. The highest temperature recorded here was 58 degrees Celsius. The temperature in Sand in Sudan was recorded 83.5 degrees Celsius or 182.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Today's hot Sahara is not the desert, it was at the beginning of the earth creation. Various studies by scientists show that this hot, dry Sahara of the past was green and fertile. It is believed that 40 million years ago, due to the movement of the Earth's tectonic plates, the Tethys Ocean moved northward, and Africa and Europe came together. As a result, the northern part of the Africa contracted and rose above sea level. It then gradually became dry. Another study suggested that the Sahara was green and fertile about 10,000 years ago, and it is estimated that the Sahara will change again in the next 50 or 100 years. A major piece of evidence that the Sahara was once the Tethys Sea is found in a place called Wadi al-Hitan in the Sahara Desert, 150 kilometers from the Egyptian capital, Cairo. Fossils of the extinct Doradon whale species have been found here dating back 3.6 million years. The Sahara Desert, a kingdom of sand, can be divided into 5 regions: Western Sahara, the Air Mountains, the Tibesti Mountains, the Libyan Desert, and the Teneri Desert. It is not just sand dunes. Only 25% of the Sahara is covered by sand. The rest is made up of rocky plateaus, gravel plains, mountain ranges, and even salt flats. It would be a mistake to assume that the desert is devoid of life because it is hot and dry. About 5,000 years ago, the Sahara was much greener and wetter, which was called the Green Sahara era. However, there are still about 2,800 species of trees throughout the Sahara. There are various palms, succulent acacia. In some places, grass, shrubs, and small trees grow. Some parts of the Sahara are inhabited, most of them in the oases. Some nomadic tribes such as the Tuareg and the Bedouin still live in the various parts of Sahara. They make a living by raising goats, sheep, and camels. They also cultivate various crops including dates, barley, and wheat. Just as the Sahara is sparsely populated, the number of other animal species is also not very high here. Among the animals here, camel, snakes, foxes, addax, desert goats, etc. can be mentioned. Camels are called sheep of the desert because they are used for transportation in the desert. Dromedary camels can carry up to 200 kilograms on their backs. Camels can walk at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour through the hot desert. They can survive for about 5 to 15 days without water. In some cases, in winter they can go without water for about 25 days. That is why camels are called the sheep of desert. The desert does not mean that there is nothing valuable here. A lot of oil and natural gas has been found in the Libyan and Algerian parts of the Sahara. In addition, the desert also contains minerals such as copper, iron, phosphorus, etc. Some of the world's trade routes crossed the Sahara, especially during the Trans-Sahara period. At that time, salt, gold, and slaves were transported along these trade routes. Now, let's know some interesting facts about the Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is the largest sand dune in the world. The sand here could cover the entire earth 8 inches thick. Most of the desert receives more than 82% of sunlight, but the eastern part of the Sahara receives about 91% or 4,000 hours of sunlight, which is the highest of any part of the world. The highest mountain in the Sahara is Mount Kawsi in Chad, was an extinct volcano. Some dinosaur fossils have been found under the sands of the Sahara, which are truly amazing. Please share your valuable comments about the Sahara Desert in the comment section. For more videos, subscribe our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page.